I can do hard things. I knew I was going to cry. Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to day 86 of Chris Off the Green Screen, that is. I remember the first time that I did something that scared me. It was my 8th grade year. I'd written a song that I brought to my class to sing at our candle and ribbon ceremony, which was like one of our rite of passages from 8th graders to 7th graders. I was terrified that no one would like it, or that it wouldn't go over well, or that I would be relentlessly bullied as I had been for several years. Everybody liked it. Everybody loved it, actually. And we got to sing it for that ceremony. And that's something that I left behind as a part of our legacy for that school that we had invested so many years in. And then in my senior year of high school, I sang a solo in the gospel choir. And it was the first time that it went really well. My voice didn't crack. People really enjoyed the performance, and I started getting known for singing. In 2016, I published my first book, and I put out my first EP, Expression. Later that year, I did the hardest thing I've ever had to do in life, which was say goodbye to my best friend. I had what would be the last conversation I would ever have with my oldest sister, Karen, before she passed away. She was lying in the hospital, and I was trying to talk about anything other than her dying. So I talked about a dream I had of traveling to Nashville to pursue music full time. And the last thing that she made me promise to her before she died was, okay, I can do this. She looked at me, chemo coursing through her veins, eyes jaundiced from the attack on her liver. And she said, "Chris, don't stay here because of circumstances." That was the last thing she made me promise her before she died a few days later. She died, and I did the hardest thing ever, which was to say goodbye to her, to hold her hand and tell her that I loved her, that I appreciated her, and that I would keep my promise. In 2021, I got called to work on a feature film and to be the EPK director. I didn't even know what that was at the time, but I just said yes without thinking. The first day on set, it was the first time in my life that I knew entertainment made sense for me. All of a sudden, all the things that made me weird, that made me stick out like a sore thumb in my world, made sense. I finally fit, and not in a fade into the background kind of way, but to stand out as the missing piece to the puzzle that made the picture finally come together. So I made the very difficult decision to leave everything that I've ever known, a position that I had been working on for 10 years, to pursue a life in entertainment. In 2023, after several months of working on my mental health, coming out of a severe depression, dealing with suicidal thoughts, I walked away from a toxic marriage. It was a very difficult decision, even though it was the right one. And I walked into a life as a full-time content creator and actress. Ever since I was young, I've always made scary decisions, after much contemplation, of course, but I never backed down from a challenge. And this year is no different. So, after 35 years of living in this beautiful city that I love so much, as of January of 2025, I will be leaving Chicago. And while I think that this will be a temporary trip, it is the scariest and biggest move yet. But I intend to keep my promise to my dear angel and not stay because of circumstances, but to leap because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in what I'm building. And so to my friends and my loved ones that are here in this city, this is not goodbye. This is see you later. See you often. So in these next couple weeks, please extend grace and prayers as I embark on a new journey. I have every expectation of leaping and flying and soaring. I have every expectation of working with brands that I have only dreamed about working with, of speaking on stages across the world, of seeing things that I've never seen before, of being living proof that dreams come true and that you can walk in your purpose and live well and be a blessing to other people. And so, that's my news. I'm excited. I am a little nervous, but most importantly, I am in great expectation of what lies ahead of me. I love you all. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you soon. Bye.